Hello everyone, it's good to see you here. My name is Ariel and I am a therapist here in Evergreen. I'm also lucky enough to be part of an amazing group of people called Resilience1220. Resilience1220 is a group of therapists here in Evergreen, and we are here to support you as students and as teens. We have the opportunity to work with young people from ages 12 all the way through 20, and we share a passion, which essentially is you. We're very passionate about positive mental health and about helping you find your own confidence and resilience in facing the challenges that come with being a teenager this day and age, which is a lot. So today I'm going to chat with you for a moment, and then I'm going to introduce a few of my amazing team members who are going to share some ideas with you that hopefully you can take with you today and going forward. So when I talk about therapy and Resilience 1220, some of you might be thinking, I don't know if I really need therapy. Isn't that for really significant life challenges or huge problems? And that's a valid question. While therapy can be and is very supportive when you are facing significant life challenges, therapy can also be equally helpful when facing day-to-day challenges. So for example, many of you, I'm sure, are struggling with how to balance academic stress, social lives, family lives, intense extracurricular activities, and how to do that and still show up in the world with confidence. These are amazing things that people talk about in therapy every day. The therapists that we have are there to listen to you, hear what's going on in your lives, collaborate with you, and hopefully give you strategies that you can take with you that will build your confidence in facing some of these challenges in healthy and positive ways. We all have a spectrum of emotions, and they show up in a lot of different ways, and they're all really valid. So we hope here at Resilience 1220 that you will take some of what we've said today as food for thought, reach out to us, and let us be there and support you in all that you're doing. Remember that sessions with Resilience 1220 are completely free to you. You get 10 free sessions a year, which is pretty amazing. It's fully confidential, which means nobody needs to know what you're talking about or that you're even attending sessions other than you, unless you want them to. We're really easy to access, so if you're interested in more information, check us out at our website, check us out on Instagram or on Facebook. So we hope you have an amazing day ahead. Thank you for listening to us, and we hope to see you soon. Take care.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica and I'm an art therapist with Expressive Roots Counseling and Resilience 1220. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we can use art making and the creative process as a mindfulness tool and coping strategy. Research has shown that relaxation and mindfulness skills are extremely beneficial when it comes to the ability to calm our minds, manage anxiety, regulate our emotions, and heal from trauma. Today we're going to talk about and practice an art-based skill that can be used anywhere with only a writing utensil and a piece of paper. The draw your breath activity can be done often, does not take many materials or a lot of time out of your day. Having a practice like this and engaging in it for even just a couple minutes can have a positive impact on overall well-being. For this activity, you're going to use any drawing medium. So you can use a pencil, a pen, markers, pastels, and any size of paper. If you have different color options with your writing utensil, that's great. You can choose a color that represents how you're feeling right now in this moment, or you can also choose a color that represents calm or safety for you. There's no wrong way of doing this activity, so just choose whatever is right for you, and I'll give you some time now to gather up your supplies before we walk through this creative activity together. All right, so you have your writing utensil, you have your piece of paper. I want you to begin by placing the piece of paper somewhere out in front of you with your writing utensil connected anywhere on the page. You're welcome to have your eyes closed during this activity. You can also have a soft gaze down at your paper as you begin to move your pencil to the rhythm of your breath. So you're just observing your breath here, noticing your breath, spending a few minutes just getting into the rhythm of moving your utensil along with your breathing, remembering that there's no wrong way of doing this. And you're not trying to change your breath here. You're not trying to alter any of your breathing. You're just moving your pencil along. And we'll go for about another 30 seconds at your own pace. Is your breath shallow, sharp, smooth, flowing? And coming to a stopping point, I want you to maybe flip your piece of paper to the other side or begin another separate line. And this time we're going to intentionally alter our breathing. So begin moving your pencil while intentionally taking deeper breaths. Allowing your breath to really fill your lungs, continuing to move your pencil along with the rhythm of your breath. Deeper breath. So try and send that air all the way down to your belly. And exhaling fully and moving with this rhythm for about 15 more seconds. Maybe you have thoughts, and that's okay. Just let them go and come back to your breath. Allowing a few more breaths here before finding a good place to pause on this line. And when you've come to a good stopping point, I want you to just, take the next couple minutes, minute or two, to look at the difference between your two lines that you created, one of which was following your breath as it is, and the other one was deepening your breath and creating movement and flow that matched this deepening. Maybe there's some words you would like to jot down, or even just a sentence, like reflecting on how the activity was for you.
Hi, my name is Garen Gasparo, and I'm a counselor with Resilience1220 Counseling. And today I'm just going to share a strategy that can help anybody work through anxiety, depression, sadness, frustration, anger, a variety of different uncomfortable emotions. It's a cognitive behavioral therapy skill, and I'm going to dive right in. Basically, what this skill does is it looks at, the thought behind this is that our thoughts are what impact how we feel, right? So in a little bit more detail, throughout our day we have events, things happen during our day, right? So we have an event, and as a result of that event, we might have a thought about that event. And thoughts are really just words, anything that runs through your mind about what's been going on, about different situations, about things going on around you. And then as a result of that thought, you have a feeling. Feeling might be sadness, frustration, anxiety, happiness, all of those are feelings. And then as a result of our feeling, we then have a behavior or an action, right? A response to what we're feeling. So again, we have an event, which triggers a thought, which triggers a feeling, which then triggers an action. So with cognitive behavioral therapy, what we look at is we look at our thoughts. How are we thinking? Is how we're thinking helpful? Is how we're thinking accurate? How are the things that we're thinking impacting how we feel? And then after looking at that, we want to look at to see the validity of those thoughts. Are they accurate? Are those thoughts accurate? Or do we need to reframe them? So for example, if let's say Sally has a test coming up and that's the culminating event, and her thought is I'm going to fail, and her feeling is anxiety, and her behavior is to avoid studying for the test because she, in her mind, avoiding studying for the test will get rid of her anxiety. In reality, it'll probably add more anxiety because she'll still have to take the test and she might not do well because she hasn't studied. So in this situation, she would really want to look at her thoughts. And I really like to, for lack of a better word, put my thoughts on trial, right? So does she have any evidence to prove in the court of law that she's going to fail this test? Probably not, because she can't predict the future. So then how can she reframe this thought to something that's more accurate and fits the situation? So it might be maybe I'll fail, or which will feel a lot better than I'll fail. So her anxiety might be a little bit less. And also picking a thought that we can believe. It might be I've studied, so I'll probably do okay. And then that's going to directly impact how we feel. So she might not feel zero anxiety, but her anxiety might be a lot less, and then she'll have a different behavior, which means maybe her behavior will be she'll study. Sometimes though in life too, our thoughts are accurate, right? And so if let's say Sally yelled at her friend and her friend said, I hate you, and her thought is, my friend hates me, that's accurate because that's the evidence she has. Doesn't mean her friend's going to hate her forever, but that just in that moment. So in those situations, we can problem solve, right? That gives you some feeling of control back. You've got a problem that you need to solve. You put a solution in place. It does make you feel a bit better. And every circumstance is going to have a different solution. But in that example, the solution might be to apologize to her friend. I'm going to run through a little short activity here. So I'm holding up this sheet. I want you guys to make this yourself. So the top portion up here is going to be an event, what happened, and then this part is going to be my thoughts, and then my actions and my feelings. So just think of an event that's happened recently and take a moment to write that down. And then after you've written that event, think of the thought you've had, and then your actions that you took, and then your feelings, right? And fill that in. And then after you've done that, you can create this yourself, make it look as pretty as you'd like. 1, 2, 3, and then you have my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, the new actions. So 3 new thoughts that you can have, just reframing them to be more accurate to the situation, and then the new feelings you have and the new actions. And it'll be interesting because you'll probably see from the first part to this part, your feelings probably have changed and maybe a little bit for the better. Well, I appreciate your time and good luck. Thank you.